Is it a true proposition that while there will be specific advantages for certain people under this plan, people are going to lose coverage if this plan is put into effect? Will you own that?
No, I don't agree with that. Many people are talking about the expansion of Medicaid, which is not being touched until 2020. That's 2 years and 10 months from now. And after 2020, January 1, states like New York that did choose to expand can continue the expansion indefinitely, but they will be reimbursed at their standard reimbursement rate from the federal government of 50% instead of 90%. I mean, I would argue it was unconscionable that we were compensating states with 90% for healthy adults who were working and only 50% for the blind and disabled and the elderly. That never made any sense to me whatsoever. So this is going to say to a state, if you want to expand, you get 50%, you get 50%. So it's up to the state's personal choice. So it doesn't mean anyone's going to be knocked off the expansion, and I suspect they won't. Most states that chose the expansion, I believe, are going to keep it.
You could argue that a lot of people made Trump president on the basis of repeal and replace. Now, he seemed to suggest people would keep their coverage. He seemed to suggest everybody would get what they wanted. But if you do what you want to do in this plan, people are going to lose coverage. You seem reluctant to own that.
Well, we don't know that.
But isn't that just the straight talk? People who've looked at it say it's impossible for it not to happen. You won't have enough money in the system for these people to get the coverage that they now have.
Well, the people today on a bronze plan with a $10,000 deductible in Arizona don't have insurance. They don't have insurance that provides them any coverage with a $10,000 deductible. The companies who have stopped insuring people because under the Essential Benefit Program, they couldn't afford the insurance, and that threw some of these people, in some cases, into the Medicaid expansion, where they then couldn't find a doctor who would take Medicaid. Obamacare has failed, and what we're coming up with is putting people back in charge of their health insurance. The tax refundable credits allow them to negotiate and pick a policy that works for them.